Hello, everybody. Welcome to the room. I hope you're all enjoying your day. I really do. We have some volume issues here. I have feedback. Not surprising. Well, we'll leave it as it is for now because I'm not exactly sure what to do about it per se. I'm going to bring this up in a different way. I've got a bit of a runny nose today. I'm not sure if it's allergies or what it is, but it's annoying. So my apologies in advance. I'm just trying to get into my live stream here from YouTube, but it doesn't show up just yet, apparently. There it is. So, I hope you're all doing well. I hope life's finding you happy and full of joy and all that. Hello, hello, and good morning. I'm not sure who messaged first in the chat. You know, you get a free reading if you message first, but my video didn't seem to want to connect. I am so sorry that I have been gone for so long, but I have been helping move my mama and get her situated here. Just gonna take a minute and change the camera on the desk for a second. Just 1 second here. So y'all seeing a big old thing of my face, or are we just what are we doing? Okay, I'm in. Let me just put this back up. That's better. It's a lot less feedback or not. Just 1 second. Technical difficulties. Oh my goodness. There we go. I'm so sorry about that. Wow, that was crazy. Hope y'all didn't lose your ears. So darn loud. I can tell you one thing. My Freya's been all over the place today. Back and forth and up and down and all around. It's been pretty crazy. Yep. See if I can get closer to the beginning of that with chat. I don't want there to be too much of a delay. All right, I'm going to exit out on my tablet and come back in. You know, this is typical Mercury retrograde, right, guys? Having to do things back and forward and over again. Yeah, typical Mercury retrograde. Totally. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you're moving. I hope you're enjoying preparing for that move. Being the creator, the fire starter, the person who gets it done. see if we can move this up a little bit so I have more space to show you all the beautiful photos that you're going to see, but it seems it's frozen now. Weird. Technical difficulties. Never ending with the technical difficulties, my darlings. There we go. We're getting somewhere. This is progress. There we go. All right, good. Awesome sauce. Does the video look pixelated to you guys, or does it look okay? Maybe someone in the room could let me know. Opportunities being given, not sure you want them to take your opportunity elsewhere. It seems just to have someone turn their back on the circumstance or situation. It's almost like someone doesn't know what the heck to do or who the heck to do it with. Which way to go, which way to turn. Trying to find balance in your emotions, for sure. Definitely. I'm just going to join in a different way because that's not working well. So tell me a bit about your guys' week. What's been going on with you guys other than moving to a different place entirely? There, now I can see. Hello, Helena. Hi, Snapdragon. Yeah, all over the place, emotions, feelings, what it is you want to create, not sure which way to go from here, not sure how to feel about it, not sure what to do next. And it's almost as if you go to do something and then not a roadblock, but something comes in to veer your energy in a different direction for the day or for like a 4-hour stance or a 4-hour time period. Thank you, Helena. And then you end up looking to have your ships come in from a different trajectory, because there's only so much one can do. It seems there's two people here or two energies that want to create together, but there's still some lack of clarity about how to bring that about. Whether that's combining your passions with your emotions or being stable in either or in order to make the decision into which way you're going to move forward. But that's manifesting mastery right there with the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. But you question it, you doubt it. It's like there's some sort of manipulation, or why is it you feel like you're always left holding the 3 of Swords, regardless of how hard you try? And you feel like you're always the one left holding the bag, so to speak. It's like there's a very big question here of what am I missing? And I'm not going to take any offers or any circumstances until I figure it out, because it's like it's going to be back around again unless I learn the lesson or figure out the situation, understand the circumstance, all those types of things. My kitty is playing with her water dish. Are all some of y'all thirsty? When I turned her water dish or turned the lights off last night. Yes, you can, Helena. When I turned the lights off last night, her water dish was attached to it, so I'm gonna have to either leave that light on or something. Get a power cord maybe. It's a $10 minimum for a reading. Indecision, all up in your head about it. We could have somebody who fears. Thank you, Snapdragon. We could have somebody who fears that if they don't turn their back on a situation, their knowledge of something, like there could be some sort of energy of accomplice here. Guilty by association. There could be some concerns about that as well. very concerned about making decisions as you move forward and what choices you make so that you can come out clear from the, how do we say, hey, very stinky boy, long time no chat. Come out from the entanglements. There's some sort of entanglement that you fear here. It's like, if I don't handle this correctly, some shit could fly, and I've really got to be careful of what I do, how I do it, and how I handle the circumstance or situation. Because I honestly want to say that someone here, this is not for everybody, but someone could fear prison, fear imprisonment. And that doesn't necessarily mean in a prison. That very well could mean in relationships or with family or with friends or something. Like someone trying to stick it to you to a certain extent. All right, that's the general energy I have right now. There's concerns about that. So let's go ahead and pull a reading for my darling Helena, general reading. For Helena, I've been thinking that I will just pull you an oracle card and go from there for your general energy reading. I hope that works for you. I'm not sure where I put my book for the goddess deck. Where are you, book? Yoo-hoo! Where are you, book, for the goddess deck? Just 1 second here. Earth angels. Red book, Turning the Blessings. Just 1 second. I'll be right back. Well, when a book runs away and you want to use the cards, what does Dowse do other than, use intuition instead of the book? Although with the goddess deck, it's not incredibly easy to do so. Because it's so very, how do we say, informative. Absolutely. You betcha. What's this one? Astrology reading. Blah, blah. Hiding down there. Ishtar. Communion. See what I was just talking about. Who you commune with. How you commune with them. Wanting to come into a communion or an understanding with a circumstance, situation, person, place, thing, family, whichever it is. Wanting to have that ability to commune with others without the emotional, mental fuckery involved. Just simple communion. But there's this energy of, I've got to watch my back. Really moving from your crown chakra. I'd like to say that some of you are absolutely in the company of angels right now, that you're absolutely having massive protection from the divine. Let's pull for Helena another one. I'm still looking for my book on that card as I sit here and move back and forth and around and all. I'm not sure what I did with it. It's not in my scope of vision at the moment. Helena, have you been looking for something for a while? Something, a talisman or an item you've had, something gone missing? Like, it's got to be right in my vision, but I can't see it. It's like it's right in front of you. Earth Magic, card number 1. You're starting a brand new journey, and it might take some conflict to get you moving forward. Awakening Genius. So, Trying to awaken yourself to the genius within. Let's read Earth Magic. Card number 1. Earth Magic speaks to the intrinsic relationship that you and all living things have with the consciousness of the earth, and also known as Gaia. Imagine the oak tree that begins its journey as an acorn, gathering the life force energy it needs from the earth so it can sprout up from the ground. Because you are part of nature, you follow the same cycle of manifestation. Everything you are, your evolution, and the successful manifestation of your dreams begin below the surface of consciousness until an idea comes, conviction takes hold, and something meaningful can be planted. Be still for a moment, quiet your thoughts, and imagine anchoring your energy to the sacred quality of being part of this living earth. Do this mindfully to connect to the divine intelligence with the power to create the perfect form from the essence of a tiny spark of life. Indeed, this is miraculous. The message now is to trust that the seeds you've planted in your field of dreams are in good hands. The earth is a conscious divine source of love that is doing its part on your behalf. Slow down, take in the beauty of your life now, and trust that who you are intending is being nourished and is growing. There will be plenty of time later to tend to your garden, to water it and weed it. Great magic is germinating underground, working its way to the surface to deliver more blessings than you could imagine. So let it. That's a beautiful message for you, Helena. Card number 29. I'm getting that there's some sort of sense of concern with this starting here. Let's pull some tarot on this first card first. Earth Magic. Let's pull some tarot on that. Earth Magic. Something you're toxically tied to. And I want to say that it's a belief set about how you manifest. It's like, whether it's toxic or otherwise, it doesn't even have to be toxic. It's just a belief set that you've held on to, that you keep thinking. It's like, I'm getting that energy of the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You've got to end the cycle of what there's some sort of tie, and you need to end the cycle of that tie. The communion with the angels and your crown chakra, finding your own wings to fly, like literally you will have victory over this. This is amazing. How it is that you view yourself in the world, how it is that others view you in the world as well, is also incredibly important. Capricorn energy. I think we've been in a circumstance and a situation here, I would say, where our hard work yields the results. But we have left the Capricorn season and are leaving it behind. It's not gone completely, but we're trying to use old ways to get the results that we want moving forward. But it's not going to work because we need to move ourselves into airy energy. That's why I believe the Awakening Genius card came out for you. Let's read it. The ancient Greeks believed that each person had a specific genius that acted like a spirit guide, inspiring you with new ideas to further your evolution as an individual, as well as an as well as the evolution of all humanity. You could say that genius is the spirit of creating expression, and when you tune into it, amazing things happen. When your genius awakens, you realize you do not have to do everything yourself. You have an inspired, dedicated, wise helper on your side. Look at this, on your side. Today, can you imagine cultivating a playful relationship with this extraordinary spirit? If you can, you'll recognize that you don't have to solve every problem with only the knowledge, memories, and experiences you already have occurred. Your intellect, in this case, serves as a channel for the spirit of genius, and it can filter in new information. How you forge this connection is to get out of your own way and simply allow it to work through you. The word genius comes from the Latin I don't know this word, Gignere, meaning to bring forth and birth, and share the same root as the word generate. You are at this moment about to give birth to a new mode of expression, and a powerful one at that. Commit to partnering with your genius, and only deep satisfaction and success will result. Today is a day when your inspired ideas matter. I would actually write some things down here, Helena, if I was you. I'd really get into the energy of writing your ideas down. Let's pull some tarot on this awakening genius. If this has not happened for you yet, this awakening genius, it's going to be cause for celebration. In hangman mode about it. Absolutely. It's this genius idea of, you know, doing the same thing over and over again gets the same results. Unable or unwilling to decide about which trajectory to take forward, having the conflict between, it's like you're sitting, waiting and watching. This is actually similar to High Priestess energy, but I believe it has some sort of connotation where the mind is in front of your intuition. It's almost like your mind is creating a stagnant situation where your intuition is concerned, because you could be all up in your head about what to do next. And as you are, an awakening occurs, which does not surprise me with this communion card, the crown chakra. So I'm going to tell you that you absolutely are going through an awakening. That's why your crown chakra is itchy or tingling or whichever. You may even feel like your sinuses are stuffed, because as your crown chakra opens, it causes a third eye awakening as well. You're about to come into some real power. It's like the divine is calling you to your true soul's purpose. This is something that you've been battling for quite some time. I wouldn't even say it's a battle. It's almost like you've been waiting for it for quite some time. Sitting in wait, using High Priestess energy, where you sit and wait and you wait for the divine to show you the way forward. The thing is, when our mind gets all monkey on us and we get stuck in our head, we don't much listen to our intuition. People ask me, how is it that you can quiet mind? Hello, Paulina. How is it that you can quiet mind? I said, well, you've got to get grounded in airy energy. You've got to give your mind a holiday. Tell your mind that it is not allowed. It's not allowed to give you any old information about any circumstance or any situation. It's like this time that I went through a heart opening. I would sit on my bed, on the side of my bed, and my mind would say, your heart feels heavy. And I'd say, nope, that's old information. Don't want old information. I just strictly want new information. That's it. Nothing old. And I actually heard, your heart doesn't feel heavy. Your heart is so full, and it has so much love to put out there, to give to others. If the divine doesn't break you open for you to give that love outward, chances are you're going to end up with a lot of issues, health issues, heart issues, not being able to move forward in any way, shape, or form. The heart doesn't feel heavy or laden. The heart doesn't break open per se. Your heart is not broken. And when your heart is opened by the divine through your crown chakra, third eye, heading straight to your heart, you actually feel lifted on angel wings. Because when your mind tells you a new story and gives you new information about what you're feeling, you have a new pedestal to move from, you see. You have a new standpoint. It's like new building blocks to build your future on. That's what I have for you. I hope it resonated in some way. If you'd like a personal reading, you can hit the link below and I'd be happy to help you with that. All right, next, let's move along. Moving along, friends, moving along. All righty. You're very welcome. All right, who is next? We had Snapdragon, $20. Snapdragon would like what was no? Snapdragon like. Snapdragon, finance and health, if possible, thank you. Okay. It's a $10 minimum for a personal reading, Paulina. I don't know if I said that yet. Anyway, moving on. Snapdragon. Well, it came out upside down. I don't usually do reversals, but it flew right upside down. So concerned about, I'm not going to speak on that just yet. This could be so many things. King of Cups. Trying to balance your emotions over financial stability. Wanting to work with others, or having the ability to teach something, having others listen to you. There's something that you have to say that you've not stepped into your power about yet, Snapdragon. It's like you're trying to build something. This is the master builder energy. He goes, he puts his energy forward, puts a bid in on a contract, and the people like what they're seeing, and you get very positive results for it. Very positive results for the energies that you put out in the world. That was a card that was left over from last time, so we'll just shuffle again. But there could be an ending to a way that you have built finances in the past. It's like the Nine of Pentacles in reverse sends you straight to the Three of Pentacles. It's almost like going back to the drawing board, trying to find balance in your emotions while your money's kind of in a topsy-turvy scenario, or what it is you want to create financially is topsy-turvy. The very beginning of this reading, I would say, was a lot for you as well. Sitting there and wait. I knew High Priestess energy was coming out today, because like I could feel it just from the energies that were here already. Looking at what you want to create, you have a direct connection with the divine. You have the knowledge, you have the stability in your emotion, you have the something that you want to teach. The question is how? How, who, what, where, when, why? And is embodying the old, or embodying what I used to do into the new, a good idea? See, all up in your head about that, whether it's a good idea or not. Sitting, stop and wait, not sure which way to go. It's almost like if you leave something behind, it's like you'll watch tarot readings online, and if you leave something behind, you wonder if you should have left it behind. Are you sabotaging yourself? Should I move forward? What should I do? I don't know. Did I do the right thing? Did I not do the right thing? And it's like, it's not even analysis paralysis, because you're not analyzing the circumstance per se. It's just that you're creating non-movement for fear of doing the wrong thing or setting your foot into the wrong pathway, wrong trajectory. Some people could sit here and say that this Nine of Swords is very much analysis paralysis, but I would sit here and say that you're very empathic and you're very in tune, trying to really use your intuition and wait about what the divine is giving you, is bringing, what messages the divine's bringing through, what to do. I would even say that there's some conflict about work, could be due to the circumstances in our world right now. Something about, should I get the shot, should I not? It's kind of like this energy of, oh no, I've made my decision, but it very well may take me away from my job entirely and completely, which is going to cause an emotional upheaval. However, you're being guided, but you're so incredibly in tune and empathic that the only time that you can do the processing in your mind is at night when everybody else is asleep, because it's the only time that the energy is level enough to do so. I'm going to pull you an oracle card here. Pull an oracle card based on health. Now, this is definitely about starting over, and it is about money. I could see that it could very well be about health as well, trying to find the balance in your emotions, because there hasn't been balance in your emotions over financial areas, could be causing issues with your health. There's a healer in your midst, somebody who has information that could very well help you. Is it something with your liver that's not functioning correctly? A tall tale. See, 35. You're concerned about self-sabotaging. Is it a tall tale I'm telling myself, or is it actually the truth? Should I let something go, or should I keep on forward? part of this is absolutely the divine moving you to get more in touch with your intuition, as opposed to trying to find balance in your emotion. Can we just stop it all already and become like a child again and enjoy life? What did you used to do when you were a child? Would that bring you joy as well? Hard to say. Something you need to tap back into. 35. Let's read this for you. Is it? It's buffering really bad. On my end, it shows okay. Yeah, okay, I hear you, Freya. Freya's gonna come and say hello to you guys. My girl. She's like, hello, everybody. Mommy, love me. I need to be in your cards. I need to clear the energy. It's getting a little intense, she says. Here's a tail. Y'all like to see a tail? You or someone else is telling a tall tale right now. You always know if a falsehood is spoken because it doesn't feel grounded. When you lie, you get high on an illusionary sense of power that is doomed to fail at some point. You feel driven by the fear of exposure, but something makes you stick to your story even though you know it has no substance. Whatever lie we are caught up in isn't as important as the motive for it. Why does anyone lie? Perhaps we don't believe the truth is good enough, or we want to keep doing what we know we shouldn't be doing. Then there is the lie put forth while in denial, such as hiding an addiction, an active addiction. In this scenario, we may believe maybe you need to get a cat. Okay, anyway. A lie put forth while in denial, such as hiding an active addiction. In this scenario, we may believe our own lies. The tall tale, the white lie, the stretching of the truth, and the blatant fabrication are all about control, the desire for it, the lack of it, the need to maintain it so we can manipulate the outer world and hide our inner one. Today, ask for the truth, be willing to pay the price, and be okay with the vulnerability your lie is exposing in yourself and others. Transparency is required to get to where you need to go, to be truly empowered, to reveal the strength of what is true and authentic. Any other path leads to a dead end. Remember the saying, the truth will set you free, and get ready to fly unfettered. Freya, you're totally messing with everything. It's like totally crooked. It's like someone has built something here. Someone has built something and they're wondering if they built it on solid ground. What do you think? What do you guys think of my cute little Freya? Oh, you're so cute. She's so cute. Now go play. I love you. Anyway, there's some sort of trying to figure out the truth of a certain circumstance or situation. You have a direct line to the divine. You know what it is. I honestly would want to say that you're sitting here wondering if you're lying to yourself about the success that you want, if it would ever come to you. That's self-sabotaging energy, but that's what you've been shown in the past. Being this is upside down. I would also say that it's very possible in love relationships in the past as well, or in circumstances even moving forward. You might feel as though someone comes along to end your singlehood, but when they do, it sets you back in the job thing because you get so emotionally involved and then it affects your life. It's almost like, how do I stay in an emotional relationship or work on a relationship with somebody when like it affects my job? It's like it's like there's all different phrase and fractured energies of focus. And I really feel like you need to sit and get quiet with what your focus is. Let's find out about health. Yeah, okay. You lie about your feelings. That's not surprising. You see what energy, are you lying to a mother figure about your feelings? Walking away from the emotional confusion, temporary. Okay. So you have a really hard time wearing your heart on your sleeve because you're going to feel judged if you do. Yeah, tore up if you do. Somehow you're always left holding the Three of Swords. Even when you're in it to win it, even when you fight for what it is you desire, even when you put all of this energy forward, it seems like regardless of what you do, no matter how hard you try, you're always left with the Three of Swords. That right there is a lie you're telling yourself, and it keeps you in a cycle. It keeps you in a cycle of believing that you have no way out, when in actuality, your best way out is through your intuition. Have you ever thought that you might be intuitively led to not share your feelings? I wonder. That's very interesting. That's an interesting concept. Postcard from Spirit. Okay. Postcard from Spirit for Snapdragon. Hi, Genevieve. Welcome. Dear you, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old way we once trusted are no longer reliable. But leaving the familiar behind could be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this: try something new, do something different. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take the first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did, because a treasure will appear. We are so proud of you for being brave. So there's some sort of bravery that's called for right now. When am I going to feel better? When am I going to feel like I can move? Why you feel your back is hurting? You feel stabbed in the back. Did you have a solid relationship with your mom? I want to say she's like totally guiding you and leading you right now. She knows in her higher self form that you lie about your feelings. This is causing a health issue for you regarding your back. You cannot release the tension because there's so much emotional buildup. It's like you've carried the weight of your emotions on your back forever. I've got this. Oh, I can take this. I can handle it. No problem. I've got all of this. She says, well, this is what you did your whole life. You've got to stop doing that. Put down the burdens that you're carrying. End the mental fuckery, my friend. Stop telling yourself the tall tale. Sit there and actually say, I don't know. Okay, Genevieve, we'll get there. Cut out the crap. Seeing things very clearly. There's no clouds in your vision. It's like you'll listen to somebody, but they want you to have that sort of truth that you've already earned and is in your hand. Listen to the people, but still know when it's best to cut out the crap. There's something here, could be with a Virgo, Pisces, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it's about building a financial stability. You really need to step into the new if you want to move forward. And I would say that you've been in hermit mode. Either that or you're Virgo or dealing with one. It's time to cut out the crap, though. Really go inward. See, people say that this is hermit mode. It's about going inward, but it's almost like the fear. There's some lack of clarity, but he holds on to a staff of absolute clarity. He has a star he puts in his lantern of absolute clarity, hope to move forward, but he's got freaking cold feet. He's like at the top of the mountain. You've been through a journey, but which way do I go now? And why is there so much pain involved? Physically, mentally, and spiritually. This is somebody who's spiritually in pain. A brand new beginning. See, you're waiting for something to come your way, but you have everything in your arsenal to create what you want. Is there things that you've signed up for, old emails that are sitting in your email inbox that you really need to get to or look at again? It brings balance in your emotions. There's two women on the other side that are totally guiding and leading you. Your mom is standing beside her. I don't know if it's an aunt or what it is. It doesn't feel like grandmother energy. It feels like very beside each other energy. It doesn't really matter what you pick. You have the world in the palm of your hand. You can choose what it is you want to do. Absolutely. You very well may be up in your feels about somebody that's left your life that you think about regularly, not just mother figure. Could be love, could be family, could be whichever. Could even be a business type partnership. There's a whole lot of people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards of people. What's crossing you from seeing it yourself? You've absolutely walked away from something that you knew in your heart and soul could work. You've been in that castle, you've enjoyed that joy, and you've walked away from it. Even though there was love there, you knew it wasn't for you. And in order to turn the other way, to turn around and walk away, you had to spill your own emotional cups over the situation, and you're grieving it. There's some sort of regret, sadness. This is what's crossing you from seeing the value and the everything, but it's like a falsehood. It's all a tall tale you're telling yourself. The divine's like, this is your true energy. Come on now. It's like this here energy, the divine wants you to just hurry up, buckle up, and get on with it, man. Get on with it. There's some sort of excuse that's been held here for a long time as well that you need to really move forward past. Yeah. What'd I say? 2 of Cups. Justice will come in my heart and in my love life or in business or whichever. But I got to look at it differently. When you change the things you look at, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. I've had a very similar experience to this. Just recently, I had an awakening of epic proportions that took me in a whole new way of something, and it healed something in my heart, and I actually saw the truth of the situation, I think, for the first time, and I've been dealing with this for a 1.5 years, 2 years. I'm so sorry to hear that. How old was your son? May I ask? You'll never be the same. You feel like you'll never be the same. You feel like you'll never have that solid happiness again. But the divine is bringing it back around. Question is, are you going to accept it? Look at that. I can't even. Venus is in Scorpio right now, if I remember correctly. You're going to have an absolute transformation where all this emotional energy, mental energy is concerned. Communication coming in from a distance about a child, soulmate energy. But this is also the energy of seeing things in the past better than they actually were. Not living your life in truth. That needs to end. Stop seeing things better than they were. Divine calling you home to the truth, to your true power. It's like a part of you that's been dead and gone, rising up within to pull you forward to create the new. But you have got to die to this idea that things were, looking at things and making them actually better than they were. And I'm proud of you for walking away from the married man. Congratulations. Take yourself, hop on the horse, Take all that you are, your emotions, the beauty that you are, your self-confidence, be that Ace of Cups and head forward into your life and ask the divine to help you set the intention that as you move forward, you are the Ace of Cups. You are there to create love, to bring joy, overflowing joy to those you meet and to yourself. It's going to change your life when you do. That's what I have for you, Snapdragon. If you'd like a personal reading, it's down below. I have the Queen of Cups all up in your feels about circumstances that happened a while back. Unconditional love of epic proportion for everybody else except yourself. My grandson was it's his birthday today, and he was born on the 26th. His name is Owen. He's an amazing little creature. Yes, Felina, you can pay through Super Chat. All right, next one up is Genevieve Garand. For PayPal, I want to know about love, please. Okie dokie. Love for Genevieve. His forehead was on 1010. Wow. Well, there's an end to you being single, huh, Genevieve? Who's come along into your world? There's a kindred spirit that's come along. There's lack of clarity about, I think you're concerned about some deception because it's what you've faced in the past, a very unclear road ahead if you take this. And I think you've been very happy working on your own self and being single and doing your thing. You're very guarded. You're a wounded warrior in the love department, you are. Communication coming from a distance. Yeah, see, you're expecting to have to get out while the getting's good. There's something you don't trust about this. There's important psychic insights that have come your way at the last full moon. Very well may come your way again at the new moon on the 6th of October in Libra. Is it the energy that you're thinking that'll never happen for me? I'm deceiving myself to think this is ever going to work out, right? Too good to be true. You're very welcome, Snapdragon. That's a beautiful way to put it, trying to be a new person. I think Genevieve might be going through the same thing. If you've not met someone new, Genevieve, you're gonna. It's either a love relationship, emotional commitment, or emotional agreement on how you feel. Wanting to walk away, leave everything behind, because I think you feel it gives you too much mental and emotional stress. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here, please? You walked away from something. Wheel of Fortune spinning in your favor. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Trying to find balance in your emotions over it. Focusing on a brand new start. Huh. Girl, man, you got some serious thinking to do. I wouldn't even say thinking with your mind, but feeling your way into things for sure. Wheel of Fortune spins. It's almost like something's coming around that you've walked away from. Well, we are heading into, how do we say, what's that? Retrograde with Cancer energy. Cancer. Jupiter is trying to bring you something here, and it's about balance, and it's about your health, your emotional health. There could be a new start in job. And I would say that you might think that this is the opportunity is smaller than it actually is. It's like, I've seen all this before, Halo. Yeah, I'd say so. I get that energy. Because I've seen all this before, so it's like you put this energy on the circumstance or situation. Try not to be too hard on yourself. We all mess up. I feel like we're all in the energy of walking away from cycles we've done over and over again. And as we do, we end up with the opportunity to move forward, really balancing our emotions and coming out of this having to do it all by ourselves energy. And maybe that's what you've lied to yourself about. No, that's okay. I'm good. I can do it by myself. I don't need this. I don't need that. But there will be forward movement nonetheless, whether you messed up with something else or the new comes in. Either way, there will be forward movement because you've earned it. The Chariot, it's all about fast forward movement, not even slow. Not even slow. So fast forward movement. Oh, wait up, hold up, hold up. Fast forward movement. Oh, hold up, hold up. No, no, no. I need clarity. And the divine's like, I'm trying to give you the blessings you deserve. And you're like, nope. Clarity. You need to really find that balance. I see temperance energy all day long here. Yeah, and high priestess energy. You already know. You already know the situation. You already know how it's messed up. You already know what you did. And you're like sitting there with your head in your hands. Nine of Swords energy. Oh my God. How do I fix it? How do I fix me so I don't do this again? Tired of your intuition and what you think you know to be absolute truth leaving you out in the cold when all it is you want to do is create something beautiful. Yeah. I would even say that this person might have told you you're beautiful and you didn't believe a damn word coming out of their mouth. Yep, I agree you do. Absolutely, you need change and to meet new people. Absolutely you do. Because there's some sort of cycle you're stuck in. And unless you have something out in the 3D world come to you and mirror a new form of you, you're going to stay stuck in this energy. So absolutely, you're being guided the right way. You might feel left out in the cold now, but you're about to step into some real beauty and create. Let's pull you an oracle card. Whoop. I guess that's the one for you. Tall tale for you as well. I'm going to pull you one more. Lying to yourself. Telling yourself these lies. I'm not good enough. Maybe not open enough with your feelings. Maybe pushing someone away when you actually want to be with them. A burst of magic is coming into your life. It's almost as if by magic, something that you put work and effort into that you felt was based on tall tales or an old cycle, you're stepping into Empress energy over. It's like you're really breaking the cycle here. You can create the magic that you want to see in the world, but you've got to believe in the first place that you can. And I do believe that meeting new people will very much help you with that. A merry motive. Do it. And check your motives as to why you do it. High Priestess energy is someone who has a direct line with the divine. They sit there and wait. They have the secrets of the scroll with them all the time. You are absolutely being led in a massive way. The problem here is when it's time to create movement, do you create the movement? Or do you create the movement out of a false tale that you've been telling yourself your whole life? That's a good question. And really only you can answer it. This is having you're very, very in tune with spirit. But I don't think that you trust what you're hearing as from spirit. It's almost like I feel something's off, something's going on. I might use old stories and tall tales to fill in the gaps. It's like the information you're hearing from spirit somehow gets skewed in the delivery. You get so you get the intuitive nudge that something's off or something's going on, but you get that intuitive nudge and then you put that in the insecurity box. Oh, he's lying to me, or oh, this is going on, or oh, all the things that you've been through in your life that have hurt you turn into your insecurity boxes. Say, okay, I know something's going on. I'm going to sit here, spirit source, until you show me exactly what that is, instead of making preconceived ideas about exactly what that is. That makes sense to you. I hope so. Whatever you do moving forward, do it with the motive to create joy, because when you get into joy, the divine can truly get to work, my friend. This is the ability to connect on a level that is epic. But underneath it all, you don't trust it worth a damn. So you need to work on that. That's all. The divine will teach you. The divine will take you through these things in order to help you grow, help you learn, help you find a new way of doing and being you. And as you do, then you'll be able to move forward with a lot less frustration, I would say. What does Spirit want Felina to know the most? So what is this about your heart chakra opening there, Felina? In confusion about what's going to make you happy, taking a leap of faith to move away from rough waters. So it's good news. Something starts looking up. There's a change in the air. I think you sense it coming. You're forgetting what you add to the table. You're forgetting what you bring to the table. It's not about necessarily picking one. It's about what you bring to the table when you enter yourself into each one of these circumstances or situations. It's really about adding yourself to the things you want to enjoy in life, and then seeing the opportunities that you bring to change it up, or the opportunity that you, in putting your energy into something, how it changes into a victory instead of just an option. Make your list. Make your list of pros and cons, and then insert yourself into the list and see how it changes the situation. We can make a list of pros and cons from our mind and everything we've learned up till now, or we can put ourselves in that pros list and go, okay, how can I make this even better? Or the cons list and say, how can I change it from a con to a pro? Will my energy bring some of the pros into a con? You know, the 8 of Cups comes next. Walking away, you get to have your 8th cup and walk away from the confusion and the illusion. But you cannot do that unless you grasp the 8th cup. And the 8th cup is already here. Where's the 8th cup? It's in the person that's standing there trying to make the decision. So what do you bring to the table? That's where the confusion sits for you right now. And it's really about making that decision to put yourself and insert yourself into whatever circumstance you come across, the trueness of who you are. Take the leap of faith to do it. You're on a brand new spiritual journey. It's almost like taking ownership for what you need, what you bring to the table. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. Learn to love them all as your evolution, evolving to the highest version of yourself. People look at lessons as, you know, punishment needs to happen in order to earn a lesson. That's what we've been taught previously. Or that's perhaps how our children are raised, or whichever. But the reality is that it's all part of our evolution to try to become the highest version of ourselves here on this planet before we cross over. Present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. So in every circumstance, how can you bring forth a energy of love? The divine's totally asking you that. You're having a heart chakra awakening. Yeah, you bet you can. Let's see if I can do it. Well, I don't know. Let's try it. I don't think it's gonna work. Anyways, we'll see. If you hover back over this video when we're done, where it was, you can take a screenshot of the card yourself or even look it up online. I'm going to hold them both up because they're both so important. I hope you can read it okay. I know that this here camera is not the best camera to use for all of this, but it's what I have at the moment. All right, let's find out what Spirit has to tell you through Postcard from Spirit. Dearest you, as you think, so will you experience life. Thoughts are that powerful, and they need minding. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so they serve you and get released instead of wreaking havoc. These thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear and often masquerade as truth. Yet the real truth is that, essentially, all is well. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, accepting, creative, open, and so on. Those are the ones we want you to keep thinking, and they have a less frenetic quality. They are stimulating in a good way and don't get away from you. How do you keep an inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love them, love yourself, and then choose the thoughts you want the world to reflect back. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much. I think it's time for you to, I want to say, really get present and own the fact that the things that haven't worked in your life have been cycles for your evolution and your growth. It's not that you needed to change them. It's not that you did anything wrong. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just a matter of understanding that it was a cycle for your own evolution. And as you realize that and you let it go and you've completed it, that's when you're able to take the leap of faith forward to the new. And it's very, very good news, because I'd say you've been in some rough waters, my friend. It's been not easy emotionally for you. But I can't just take a whole blind leap of faith. Halo, are you kidding me? When you take that blind leap of faith, joy starts to be created. Do you know that joy actually is the tangible 3D evidence of the faith that you've had all along? That was beautiful. It came to me yesterday as I was coaching my mom. When you've had faith for years and years and years, and then all of a sudden you start to see tangible things that pop up in your immediate environment of this, you might want to close it up again. The joy is gone because I don't know if I can trust it. But the reality is, joy is absolutely the tangible emotional expression of the faith that you've had all along. Yeah, I thought it was beautiful too. I was like, it totally was an absolute mind-blowing moment for me when that came through. Yeah, it was mind-blowing. It's a truth I shall move forward and live with. Bring to people all along when they have that little glimmer of joy and then close themselves up again. It's like, no, I just have to be strong and have faith. Wait a second. You understand that that moment of excitement, that moment of joy that's popped out and your heart chakra opened a little bit, that little bit that brought you joy, it's because you've had faith for so long. And we tend to forget to remember or to even honor the joy that comes our way, that we step into, that comes in our life, whether it's stepping on a scale and losing 2 pounds. It might bring someone hope that they've never had before. Hope doesn't come before faith. Hope doesn't come before joy. Faith happens first. The believing happens first. Then the little experiences of joy come as tangible emotional evidence of that faith you've had. And then as you move forward, you begin to grow hope. Hope for yourself, hope for the future, and also hope for others. It changes your whole life. It changes your whole life. Anyways, that's what I have for you, darling. Would anyone else like a reading? Or did someone else pay? Let me just scroll back and see. Don't discount joy, my friends. Do not discount it, and pay it the credence it deserves. Let's pull some energy cards, shall we? Universe has my back deck right here. The presence of love will always cast out fear. The presence of joy will always show you where you've stood in faith. I am the dreamer of my dreams, or are you the dreamer of your dreams? You have these dreams for a reason, but did you ever stop to contemplate that those dreams you have, your soul is actually chosen in this lifetime before you even got here? That soul, source, spirit may very well be leading you in a soul way towards these things that you think are your dreams, but actually you chose them before you got here. They're not new. Happiness is your birthright. Joy is your birthright. There should absolutely be joy and evidence of walking in faith in your life. Dearest you, there are times you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. Happens to everyone. Something feels familiar but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away the map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the patterns that show up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much, we really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. A beautiful life awaits you. Loving you so, so much. When channelers like Abraham Hicks say, there is much love here for you, I'm telling you, you have no idea. Wayne Dyer would have said, if you only knew who walked beside you, you would never, ever, ever have one single doubt again. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. I love this card. The capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I'm lost. The capacity to tune into the energy of love gives you everything in the absolute moment that you need it. Spirit is here working with you. Anything that you wish you could have said in a moment and you didn't was not meant to be there. It was not meant to be said. Chances are it would have been coming out of ego anyway. My friends, if happiness is your birthright, so therefore is truth. So therefore is love. So therefore is every other beautiful emotion, as well as all of the hard things are your birthright as well. Because going through those, the evolution of your soul, really, when you can look at it from hindsight, should bring you the utmost happiness. We should find joy when we can be on the other side of a lesson and actually see where it is that we have grown and where we have learned to be the beauty that we are. How we've come into this life to make change in our own lives and change in others fully. You know what you're meant for by who sits across from you, who you listen to, who comes into your life. If you're sitting across from somebody who has, say, been divorced and you're having a conversation, maybe you're at coffee or something, and they're talking about this situation, and that's something you've already dealt with. Trust that you are there to help this person learn to grow and to love, if nothing else, in simple compassion. Always remember that as you start your day. You know what you are ready for by who sits across from you. We are all here to be teachers. We are all here to shine a divine light on others. We are all here to do it, whether it's raising children, whatever it is you're doing in this moment. You are here and absolutely meant to be a beacon of light unto others. You do not go through the hardships you go through to hold the lessons all within. No, you go through the hardships you go through to have the evolution of your soul. So therefore you too can put that star of hope in someone else's lantern as they move forward on their journey. And when you start to realize that's what you are here for, and it's what you have been called to do, my friends, you have happiness in every moment of your day and every moment of your life, because there's nothing like it when you start to realize that who sits across from you is what you're ready for. And it's very much the divine really showing you what they think of your abilities, what they think of who you are and who you've come to be. So take that compliment as it's absolutely meant. My darlings, I feel like I'm almost done for today. If there's anyone else who would like a reading, go ahead and let me know. Personal reading links are down below if you'd like a personal reading. Also, I do personal growth coaching, all of those types of things, business coaching, all of that, just so you know, is done through an intuitive basis. I need you to have a very open mind when you come into it. Things that you never even imagined or thought of could go together will be told to you. You will have new ways of looking at things. You may actually in 2 to 3 years time look back on it and go, oh my gosh, I didn't see it then, but that's exactly what was happening in succinct form. The divine bringing all of your dreams to fruition. One last card. When I'm in a state of appreciation, I'm in vibrational alignment with my true love nature. Look at those two birds. Look at them, just loving on each other. We're all here to love on each other. All of us are here to love on each other. When you realize that you can be love in any circumstance or situation, you bring yourself absolute 100% freedom every time. I hope it's been a great time for you. It's been a great time for me. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Blessings.